when we think about money today, we are in this world of open banking and APIs that are enabling all sorts of integrations and invisible ways of payments and customer experiences through entities that are not financial service entities. It might be an e-commerce site or some other payment site, and money is flowing. So already there, we have a lot of innovation, but it is at the access point. And then if we look at the innovation that already is here through blockchain and distributed ledger, it's basically private stable coins like Tether and USDC and DAI and so on, but also central bank digital currencies. Those two are already here. And with the CBDCs, there's over 80 projects in the pipeline. And I suggest to you, if you want, there's a great visual tracker of global CBDC projects and they're staged by the big think tank, the Atlantic Council. And there you'll see that already we have 2 live ones, one from the Bahamas and one from the Eastern Caribbean. Of course, those are small countries, but now we are all awaiting for the digital yuan, which is China's digital CBDC that has been piloted in specific cities and for specific purposes. And if you look at how the piloting has been done, these are great examples of programmable money, because they're able to put out airdrop a digital yuan for only a specific purpose, for example, to be used for transportation for public employees, and only with a certain expiration date. So you see how CBDCs can enable to airdrop money for specific needs when they're needed. And we all know, especially through COVID, how valuable this is. Now, in terms of the potential here, there's many different areas where tokens can create and unlock a lot of value and create new business models. So loyalty rewards within ecosystems is one area where it's easy to imagine how tokens can be used within large ecosystems, or to reward early users or adopters. And we already see that in the DeFi world, in the decentralized finance world, where a lot of the protocols there, or the dApps rather, are rewarding their users with tokens the more they use the services. We're also seeing very nice projects that are for good, if you like, around universal basic income. And there again, there's specific issuance of tokens for specific periods. South Korea has deployed the universal basic income scheme during COVID. Spain did. We have a couple of municipalities in the US that have launched UBI schemes and are considering to continue them in specific sectors, for example, for teachers. Other applications are tokens for machine-to-machine exchanges that have not been used yet so much, but there's a lot of potential, especially in the industrialization or the scaling of the Internet of Things, where machines will be talking to machines and supply chain will be seamless. I've seen a couple of examples of tokens that have been tested in capital markets. We have blockchain use cases to settle securities, especially in the private markets, using blockchain and smart contracts to be able to transparently and securely issue and settle and through their life manage cash flows, coupons, and so on through distributed ledger. And another major use case that I love has to do with tokens to issue mutual business credit. So imagine an ecosystem of businesses of various sizes, and instead of having a central entity that issues loans and is the intermediary to borrow and lend like we're used to, or to do the usual model of over collateralizing assets to borrow. Here we can create an ecosystem, a marketplace of businesses that exchange credit between them, and the token is the way this exchange is done. If you think of this, this is the next generation of a barter economy, but with digital tokens. And there's many more examples that I can share with you. Just before joining you today earlier, I was listening to the fantastic story of an entrepreneur and founder of Paxful. Paxful is an African crypto business. If you look at the website, that's what you would understand. You would just think that, okay, here's another way to buy and sell and trade Bitcoin or crypto. But really what they're doing is they're enabling people in countries like Nigeria that has capital controls, and you can't, if you want to buy something online or offline outside the country, you really can't do that. So Bitcoin can be used as a peer-to-peer token, if you want, to circumvent this problem. So it's all about using tokens to solve real problems. Here, I'm not talking to you today about the potential of cryptocurrencies as an investment. I'm discussing the possibilities of rethinking what money is. Money is to facilitate economic activity, whether it's issued by central banks, whether it's issued by private entities as stable coins, or other, it's native to blockchains and the use cases, tokens to facilitate how machines talk to each other, or how people that can't do cross-border micropayments or capital markets cross-border settlements. It doesn't matter. We're talking about solving problems efficiently.